Hello everyone, welcome to our show Creative World. I'm your host Shin Matsuba. We'll be introducing some amazing talented people, chatting with them in a one-on-one interview, hearing their stories, picking their brains, looking through the kaleidoscope of Creative World. We'll have a brand new material of Libera interview in December. Excited? We are! Check out our Facebook page for more details. Today's Creative World is music. Today's guest is what you would call a jack of all trades. He's an up-and-coming young composer, music producer, and something called a multi-instrumentalist, whose work can be found in major commercials such as Frozen 2, Toy Story 4, and a fashion brand Tac. He has worked with some legendary film composers, and his most recent work includes a film called The Spirit Room, which has won 9 awards and 4 additional nominations around the film festival circuit. From Los Angeles, California, please welcome Taisuke Kimura. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I like your shirt, man. You look
like
nice.
Hawaiian. I love Hawaii. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So please have a seat. So you're originally from Japan, right?
yes.
Now based in LA.
Yeah.
So what brought you to the US?
And so I went to college in Japan and studying international affairs,
Okay.
not related to the music. And after I graduate, I worked for the company for 3 to 4 years, and as just a businessman.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was always interested in music, and my dream was working in the music industry and the film industry. And I had a friend who graduated from Berkeley way before me, and so I had a chance to talk to him, and so I asked him how was the Berkeley like,
Mhm.
and so I visited him in New York.
Okay.
And also I visited the school like in Boston, and I felt right.
Right.
I just decided to quit my job.
Wow.
And everybody stopped me. Like my boss is
Right.
like, "Oh no, don't ruin your career or something like that."
Right.
But this life is just once, so I'm gonna
Right.
just quit. So I quit,
Mhm.
and I took audition and I got in. So I moved.
I see. So what kind of audition?
Everybody has to play instrument, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, so I picked the violin.
Violin.
Yeah, violin.
That's fantastic. I wish I could play that, man.
Oh, yeah. It's really
Wow.
hard, yeah. And then I
Wow.
practiced like for 6 to like maybe a year, like less than a year.
Mhm.
And I took audition and got in, yeah.
That's fantastic. So you attended the
I got
Berkeley.
lucky.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So you attended the Berkeley College of Music,
Mhm.
and then could you tell us what your experience was like there? Any hardships or obstacles?
Yeah, there are a lot. So the first hardship was as I was away
Mhm.
from the music for 10
Right.
years. So I was a little bit like different from the other students. I was not playing music all the time, and also when I entered the Berkeley, like I didn't know the music theory much, to be honest. So I had to really like study hard,
Mhm.
yeah, to catch up.
Right.
And the second one, the language barrier, I had no idea what the native speaker was saying. So the thing I did was I went to the party,
Mhm.
2 to 3 parties every weekend.
Every weekend.
Yeah, like
wow.
per day. So
Wow.
yeah, and to make friends and
Right.
to improve my English.
Right.
So
right.
the first maybe 3 months, I like kept doing that.
Right. I made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
That's
And
fantastic.
somehow it helped. So
Right.
yeah, I felt more like comfortable like speaking English,
Right.
and then I could focus on studying music more. Yeah.
Were they all from the college, the same college?
Yes,
Or-
in college.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Wow.
And eventually, I could have a recording session
Mhm.
without any problems.
That's fantastic.
So yeah.
Wow. So are there any, like, a lot of international students like you in the
Yeah,
Berkeley at the time?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
maybe like 40% of the students are from international.
I
yeah,
see.
different countries.
Wow. So now you graduated
Yeah.
and then you're based in LA.
Yes.
So I'm curious, what's the big first turning point in your career and how things have changed
Mm.
since then?
I think there are two
okay.
turning point for me. So right after graduate, right after graduate, I met well-known film composers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they helped me a lot.
I see.
And one of them is Daniel Rojas.
Okay.
He gave me the opportunity to compose music for Investigation Discovery channel.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some pictures up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the show called True Nightmares.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has. I did like season 1 and season 2. I wasn't the main composer, but like as an additional composer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was the first like TV gig for me. So I was so excited, and it helped me to get into the TV industry.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
so that
nice.
was the first one.
I see. So you got a second one, or you have another like big turning point, or?
Oh yeah. Then so yeah, and the second one is as a freelancer. I met the film director. His name is Adam J. Young.
Okay.
Yeah, and who made a short film called Spirit Room.
Spirit Room. Yep.
Yeah, and it won many awards and nominations. Yeah, and I worked on that, and it helped me to get into the film industry as a like main composer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was the turning
fantastic.
point.
I think we got a clip from that movie, so let's take a look. That's scary.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a horror movie.
Wow, that's fantastic. So another part about you that I'm kind of curious about is that the multi-instrumentalist part.
Oh, okay.
So it sounds like to me that you're able to play at least like 3 different kinds of musical instruments. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I always try when I travel to like different country.
Right.
I always try to like play instrument from that area.
Right.
So I always like buy a lot of stuff from different countries. So one from bouzouki from Greece, or ukulele from Hawaii. I play guitar, bass, and drums, and hand percussion.
Wow.
The violin, of course, and yeah. So because as a composer, we need to know how the instrument works.
Right. Right.
So I'm not a performer, so I'm not good at like performing on the stage, but at least I know which instrument sounds like.
Right. That's fantastic. And I was curious, because did you grow up like playing instruments, or could you tell us about your childhood?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a picture there. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You?
Yes.
Wow.
So my father is a big fan of the classical music.
Okay.
So when I was 3 or 4, I started to play a violin, and I liked it. And at middle school, I started to play a bass and guitar and then drums in my band. Yeah, I was playing the punk rock.
Nice.
At the time. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, so it was fun. Yeah, so I grew up surrounded by music. Yeah.
That's great. So right now, globally, you work internationally as well. So now with the unprecedented time, what kind of activities or projects are you currently working on?
Yes, luckily, usually I work from home, and I don't need to be, there.
Right.
So luckily, like some companies and directors like reach out to me.
Right.
Yeah, and so I just finished one of the project, which called the fashion brand promotion video, the Talk.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's coming out next January.
Next January.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And sounds like you got another project going on, right?
Oh yes. So I'm working on the feature film right now with director Tsubasa Maruno.
Okay.
Yeah, and we worked together for his film called Scum.
Okay.
Yeah, another horror movie.
Right.
Yeah, but
Ooh,
yeah,
it's scary. So another clip coming up. Please take a look.
You haven't caught the killer yet, so they will think it's the same guy. All we have to do is just cut it up and throw it away somewhere in the park. Then I'll make a missing person report, and then we'll wait until someone finds the body and calls the police. It will work.
No.
We can't do this alone.
No way. I'm not touching that thing.
Fine. I'll do the cutting.
That's fantastic.
thank you.
So I definitely look forward to seeing more of your work.
Mhm.
So his work, information about his work and his website link right here. I do have one last question though. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So the title of the show, right?
Mhm.
Creative World.
Yeah.
So what does the word creative mean to you? What is your own interpretation of the word creative?
Yes. So here's my
Knowing and showing who you are.
yes, knowing and showing who you are.
I see. Meaning,
Yeah. So to me, music is like cooking. Yeah. So everybody has like different background, and like it depends on where you are born or like where you come from. Everybody like grew up like eating different
Right.
food. Yeah. And so even they are making same food, and if you use different spices,
right.
the food is gonna taste different.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think the music is kind of same.
Right.
Yeah, so everybody has a different backgrounds,
Mhm.
and yeah, so even they are playing same instrument or same piece, they play differently, like softly or like hardly. Yeah, so knowing where you've come from or who you are, that's gonna be a creative thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taisuke.
Thank you.
I think Taisuke has something exciting for all of you, so stick around.